Yo, what's good, YouTube? I'm back with another one. Today, I want to be a little bit quicker with this video. It's pretty simple. I want to show y'all how we caught 127% on 7,500 calls for today. So think about this. If anybody asks you, like, what's your setup when it comes to technical analysis and trading? One of mine is a fail two down. That's one of my setups. So this was the daily fail two down that I was looking at yesterday. And if you watch this last video that I put out on YouTube, I said that we probably was going to be more than likely bullish. Then we was going to have this entry right here, right above this daily candle from yesterday was a fail two down. Because at one point, the day was red. And then after that, they were bullish when we pushed back to the upside. So I knew when we broke above 74.87, I wanted to get in 7,500 calls and try to go take out this high and this high. So as you can see, this was the target right here that I was looking for. And we got that new price target daily. Boom. All right, so we took out this high and then we didn't take out the next high. So let me click on this. We're going to clone it. And as you can see, we didn't take out the next high. We tried, but we didn't. Notice right here, we did the same thing. This was a fail two down right here on the daily, and how I mark it right here. This is a fail two down. This is the same candle. So this is why I was bullish. All right. So this is how I will mark it when I'm charting. Call entry daily. We came down, broke above it, took off. Same thing right here. We triggered it right here. We triggered this right here, this call entry. Boom, 74.87. We took off. Now let's go down into like the smaller time frames where we really, was able to catch the move. So I marked the high and the low of that first 5-minute candle. Now this is why I stayed bullish, because I knew that it was possible for them to like try to come down off into this area right here. This whole little group of buyers. But what I was trying to see was where they're going to come and hit the bottom of this line, but they just went ahead and bounced off this top support. Once we had this, when we came down here, we broke above the 5-minute RB, and a lot of people got faked out on this. So we lost the VWAP, came up underneath it, and then they started to recover. I'll bring in the EMAs. Okay. So we started out the morning bullish, and I actually got us into calls, and we rolled this up right here. We took profit right here too on spot calls. And then I got out of them because we had this fail two up right here, this candle. And once we started to reject, I knew it was going to reverse. So I stopped out in profit. They sold off real hard, but I knew this right here was support too. I ended up getting in SPX puts as well, ended up making money on the fall, and then got back in another set of puts, still made some money, and then I got stopped out on the first set of puts right here on SPX. But then the last one, I got us back into calls on SPX. I still had SPX puts as well, but because I was just trying to hold that to see if we were going to come down a little bit lower, and they were cheap for my account. That was cheap, so I was like, okay, let me hold these puts just in case. But I'm a size up if they confirm this is a fail two down on a 5-minute, which they did. This fail two down, boom. We had a line of support right here, and this candle right here was the reason why we were able to catch it and catch this run. Once we got above here, we were supporting support. That's what we call like a pin bar right there. It was red. And I knew once we broke the high of that, so we had an inside candle, two down, and two up, bullish reversal, and back to the upside. And my main target for the day was the actual ADR. So I literally held until we hit the up ADR. So I got out right here on this green candle. Literally, I got out right there. Like, I think it was like, 11:40 New York time. And I think I sold somewhere around like 10:42 or something like that. And it was a great play. And as you can see, it went a lot higher. And that was pretty much the setup. That's pretty much the setup. So I was looking at this line right here being broken. So when we put that pin bar right there, it was a wrap. That pin bar right here, when we broke above this, going back to the upside, it was over. It was over. Resistance, 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 pin bar, and we broke that 2 down, going right back to the upside, and it was beautiful. What really caught my eye was right here. We had a fail 2 down on a 15-minute. Look at that. Fail 2 down on the 10-minute. And as you can see, boom, you enter right here, make that green, and then we never took out the lows. The low of day was right here. We never took out the low. It came back in, went up. It had a fail 2 up on this is another thing. It had a fail 2 up on a 15, but it never triggered the bottom of it. This was the bottom of the fail 2 up. It never triggered this to go for shorts. So when they negated this fail 2 up and took out the highs right here, you already know they were going to go 2 up. Just a bullish continuation all the way right here. And we were done. That was the candle right there, the money candle right there. We never took out the lows. Look at that. Never took out the lows. You enter right here. Your stop loss. Mine would have been right here. Now, understand this is a stop loss that's far away and you would be down nasty. But as long as you don't break the low of that, you were good. So it's all about your own risk tolerance. That's completely up to you on how you want to do that. You can do, some people do 50% of the candle. Some people do 80 to 90% of the candle. But you can see we only did like probably 15 to 20% of this whole candle. We came back right here and then we just took off for the rest of the day on the 5. If you're one of the people that need to, join the community, day trading community, you are more than welcome. Please click that link in the description. The name of the group is called SPX Blueprint. You are more than welcome, man. Like I said, we're still new and we're growing it really fast. We're right around like 65 members right now, and we'd love to have you over there. Other than that, man, I'll see y'all on the next trade. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with a friend or a family member. And I'll see you on the next trade. So, Boy D Payne, and I'm out. Peace.